Hello, guys. Welcome back to the Unwanted Mind podcast. This is episode 30. Very excited to get into this. We're finally at episode 30. It's like every time I hit like a 10, 10, 20, 30, it's always like, I don't know, it's incredible to me. You know what I mean? Because like I have 30 episodes of a podcast, and it was always like one of my goals to make a podcast. I just really didn't know where to start, until I watched. And that's my advice. You want to do something, really just find tutorials. I mean, YouTube is literally a gold mine. If you want to do something, want to learn how to do something, literally just go on YouTube. That's where I went. But thanks, I already had a microphone, right? Because, I record music and stuff. As of lately, I haven't been recording music, because I've been focusing on other stuff. But I do want to continue my music. But, off that, I already had a mic, so, it was good. I just had to find, like, the presets on, like, doing a podcast voice, like the one I'm using right now. Because obviously there's, different presets that you can use, for recording music, obviously podcasting. So, I had to figure that out. And I had the headphones, and I already had a recording software, GarageBand. I recorded into GarageBand. And, and I just learned from YouTube how to export it, how to, make it into a video and post it on YouTube, and if you want to do something, you really, YouTube is a wonderful place where to start. I learned how to skateboard off of YouTube as well, where to put my foot, the foot placement, and, just how to actually skate, and I fell a lot of times, but that's how you gotta learn. But off that, I'm excited. Episode 30. Thank you guys if you've been there from the start. I really appreciate you. And if you're a new listener, I also thank you as well, because we're really trying to grow this brand, especially this channel, and every listen matters. So it's very I'm very thankful for every listener. So yeah, I mean, like every topic, every podcast, there's always huge topics, and especially this week. This week is filled with topics, man, filled with drama, a lot of stuff I want to get into. In this past week, there has been like just a lot of stuff reported. So, the format that I've been doing, and for any new listeners, the format I'm doing, so you see the title of the podcast, right? The 3 main headlines. So I do talk about that, but I talk about it later on. I recommend you just wait until I get into it. Don't skip, because I talk about a lot of good stuff, and these are like, I start off with I warm up, and that's how I see it. You're warming up, and then you get into the main thing. It's like a comedy show or a concert, right? Like you go to see someone, but then there's those I forget, they're called something, but I forget. But it's like a warm up, and then you see the headliner, right? So it's like that. But the warm up topics are still pretty big, right? Some of them just don't make the title because the headlines are just much bigger than the other ones, but they're still pretty big. So I'm just gonna list the headline right now, and then I'll go into the smaller ones. So obviously, based on the title, first we got Biden says coronavirus pandemic is over. Huge statement that he made there. Obviously, tons of backlash. People saying, "How is it over?" I literally caught it, literally today. A lot of people just saying shit like, it's just on the spectrum, right? There's so much stuff. Like people saying, "Oh, it's been over." Other people saying, "Oh, my family member just got it." Like there's so much drama, and it just it created so much tension. Even more tension in America. So Yep. We also got Drake beefing with Anthony Fantano. For those who don't know who Anthony Fantano is, he's a music critic. He judges music, obviously, all his opinion, right? Really shouldn't be you really shouldn't take much offense to it because it's his opinion, right? I wouldn't say I'm the biggest fan of Anthony Fantano personally. I used to, but then, he started rating a lot of the music that I liked a low rating, and I just honestly, not only did I disagree with it, I didn't really understand his opinions on the music, so I just stopped watching him, and that's what it was. I didn't hate on him, I didn't give him a dislike, I didn't say, oh, your video's ass. I just stopped watching him, man. I think that's the correct move. If you don't like someone, just stop watching them. Unsubscribe. You don't have to like fucking be like, oh, your opinion sucks. Just like, wait, what do you mean? It's his opinion. Well, why does he have to match yours? Like, that's weird. But yeah, I mean, that's weird, right? Drake, literally one of the biggest recording artists ever. He just, actually caring what a music critic says. I mean, that's crazy. We also got GTA 6 leaks. There has been tons of leaks surfacing. I mean, tons. And I'll get to the amount later on. But so much leaks to the point where Rockstar Games literally had to make like an apology letter or some shit. Like, they literally had a what's it called? They had to talk about it. They had to make a post about it because it was just, it was crazy. Like, there was just so much. And to whoever did that, man, expect the worst because a lot of shit. I mean, dude, this is insane. I mean, this is the most hyped up game probably ever, right? And you just literally leaked it. I mean, W hacker, but the consequences are gonna be extreme. Just prepare for that shit, man. That's but again, W, bro, W. Now we know how it looks. But what else we got? We got the Suns owner. Suns, the Phoenix Suns, the NBA team. So the Phoenix Suns owner suspended for 1 year after racial remarks. Yeah. I mean, what else is new, right? A white man using racial slurs, to an organization that is mostly black. I mean, dude, it's just like, I can't even imagine, like, in his head, how do you even do some shit like that, bro? Like, you're an organization where it's mostly black people, and you're using racial slurs? Like, it's just fucking wild, man. It's wild because you just don't expect the person on the other side that you're telling them this, that they won't snitch on you and rat you out and expose you? I mean, dude, fuck. These fucking boomers, man. Another topic. We also have Floyd Mayweather set to face Deji. Deji, the brother of KSI. Big YouTubers, both of them. In an exhibition bout. That's wild. The best boxer in the world fighting a YouTube boxer. Yeah, that's what boxing has came down to. We also have Bad Baby invited to talk at Oxford University. A lot of people were hating on this. I was a little bit too, but to be fair, man, she does make a lot of money off OnlyFans and a bunch of other shit. So it's like, as cringe as it is, and I understand that it is cringe. I do agree with that. But she does make a lot of money, and I feel like there's a lot, and she's like kind of like one of the new entrepreneurs that are using like the new outlets like OnlyFans. I don't know what other shit that she does, but like mostly OnlyFans, right? So that's the biggest thing. So I feel like, people want to learn, I feel like people, will pretty much do anything for money. So if they do find, opportunity in that field, selling pictures or videos, I mean, it wouldn't hurt to learn from the best, right? I mean, isn't she like the top 1%, 0.1% or some shit? I personally wouldn't know. I wouldn't know personally. But isn't she? So it's like it would be kind of cool to learn. Just maybe don't play your music when you're there, right? Um, I'm joking. I'm joking. No hate towards her. She's getting her bag. I respect it. What else we got? We got the NBA draft age eligibility. That's how you say it. Eligibility expected to be lowered from 19 to 18. This was also causing a lot of controversy to this day, because people are saying that a lot less college students are going to be able to make the NBA because there's just so many good high school students. And I'll be getting into my opinion later on, but it just seems I don't know. It seems fine, 18 seems fine. What else we got? We got Kanye saying that everything in his Ye Supply store will cost just $20, including his new edition of glasses, like his new glasses that he created. $20. Okay, I mean, I respect it, right? $20 for a pair of Ye glasses or Yeezy glasses. That's dope. But how quick will that sell out? That's my only problem. How quick will it sell out? The reason being, he said he's pricing it at that is because he's getting it manufactured in China. So it's obviously so much cheaper to get them manufactured in China. Probably cost him like maybe $2 to $3, if I'm being quite honest. So yeah, I mean the profit is fine. You can obviously sell it for way more, but he is saying that he's trying to be nice, or he's saying that everything should be free or some shit. So I respect that. We also got California becomes 7th state to protect workers who smoke cannabis off the clock. That's amazing. To to call out or expose or get mad at a worker who's literally smoking. I mean, you're taking a smoke break. You won't say anything to the guy or girl who's smoking, tobacco, a regular cigarette, but you're gonna say something to the person that's fucking smoking weed. I mean, dude, it's 2022, bro. Like, let's not fucking get mad at people for smoking cannabis, right? What else we got? We got Cabby Lame. Massive TikToker. I think the biggest TikToker. I believe he's dethroned Charlie D'Amelio. There was data pulled out that claims that he makes $750,000 for each TikTok that he posts, and that is wild. From a TikToker, me obviously. That is crazy, because I make like a few cents, if I'm being honest. I make a few cents off of each of my TikToks. If it blows up, I probably make a couple bucks, maybe $10, right? But he makes $750,000. He obviously has a plan or a partnership with TikTok, but that's crazy. Like, he makes funny videos. Like, I mean, if you're not too familiar with his work, it's I would recommend to definitely check it out. It's pretty funny, but literally just see what he makes, and he gets paid that much for each TikTok. And I think he posts this every day. So just add it up, bro. Add it up. Oh, it's just wild. It's wild, dude. Just imagine the money, bro. And off of TikToks? Funny skit TikToks, bro. That's crazy. And I'll be getting to that later as well. We also have Post Malone stage fail. There's a video that was surfaced online of Post Malone falling. Like, he fell pretty hard on like a what's it called, like a trap door open. It was like an open door where they hand him his guitar from underneath his stage, and they had left it open. Post Malone claims that he just forgot. I think he was being a nice guy and not trying to call out anybody, but I don't think he knew. And he, like, you know, if you've seen the video, you know what I'm talking about. You know, he fell pretty hard, and he left with some injuries, and I'll be getting to that later on as well. We also have Kanye joining TikTok. Kanye West, yay! Officially becoming a TikToker. I mean, you love to see it, bro. You probably seen Kim Kardashian and what's her name? His daughter on TikTok. You know, is it Stormy? No, it's not Stormy, right? It's Kylie Jenner's. North, yeah. You probably see them on TikTok. I mean, he's like, oh, I want to get a part of this. I don't know how many TikToks he has up there. Last time I checked, he had like one. I don't remember watching it. I don't remember what it is. But he's officially a TikToker. That's dope. Also in the news, we have August Alsina, I believe that's how you say his last name, claims that Tory Lanez attacked him. There's been a lot of pictures surfacing online of August, you know, being beat up, looking beat up, you know, bleeding from the face, bruised, and claims that Tory Lanez is the one responsible for his injuries. Tory Lanez also, you know, obviously declines that any of that happened. Also in the news, we have Canelo beats Triple G. That's a big one. Yeah, I mean, if you've seen the fight, what a fight, right? I'll be getting to that later on as well. We also have, this is just a little one. Shaquille O'Neal posting a thirst trap on TikTok or on social media of how his body looks, and he's incredibly jacked, and it's crazy, you know. We also have YouTube testing 5 unskippable ads. 5 to 10 unskippable ads. So yeah, they're testing this out. So hopefully this doesn't become permanent, you know, because that won't be good. And last but not least, the last topic we have for today is Lil Nas X becomes president of League of Legends. That's a wild, you know, that's a wild headline right there. That is crazy if that's true, right? So yeah, I mean, those are all the topics that I have listed for this podcast. So let's just get right into it, shall we? So for the first topic I'll be talking about today, we have Floyd Mayweather to box YouTuber Deji in Dubai on November 13th. So approximately less than a month this will occur if this is true, if the statements are true. I just want to make it clear right now that KSI posted a video today. He uploaded a video. I watched it. He does talk about this, and he says personally he has no idea if this is true. And this is coming from Deji's brother, right? KSI doesn't know if this is true. So who knows if this is true? I don't know where these reports are coming from. I'll obviously read the article. Hopefully there's, you know, some inside scoop of where this is fucking coming from, because this is insane, right? You know, but it's wild, right? Like you would think Floyd Mayweather, because Floyd Mayweather fought Logan Paul, obviously, right? We didn't forget that. But you would think from all the fighters, Floyd would probably pick a better fighter, like Jake Paul, right? Jake Paul or like KSI, right? Because those are the two biggest YouTube boxers in the game right now. You know, so you would think that he would go for someone bigger, but for some reason, he has, I don't know if it's beef, but he has something with Deji on where he wants to fight him. And I don't really get it. I don't know if he, you know, if Floyd I've seen his fight with, you know, Fuzi, and he was like, he found out that, like, you know, Deji's lost 30 fights and this is his first win. I don't know if Floyd was like, you know, let me beat his ass and, you know, ruin his score. I don't know what it is. That's what I think. You know, I feel like Floyd's a petty bitch, and that's the way he thinks. But I mean, it's a weird fight. I'm not saying I wouldn't want to see it. Don't get me wrong. This would be an incredible fight, you know? But it's weird. Like Floyd versus Deji, like that's something no one's ever like really imagined, right? That's like one of the things that you don't imagine it because it wouldn't make sense. And this seems like it, you know? It just seems so weird, bro. It's just because Deji isn't the best YouTube boxer out there, and that's why it's like weird thinking about it. Because you know, I could name a couple better fighters than Deji. I'm not trying to lowball Deji. I'm not trying to be like, oh, Deji's bad, but dude, there's so many good fighters out there. I would say Gibb is better. You know, Gibb just beat Austin McBroom. I would say Slim is better as well. You know, Slim is really good. He's a really tough competitor. I'd also probably say King Kenny or Face. What's his name? Face Sensei is also better. But it's just Deji. You know, that's the weird one. All right. I would have much rather see Floyd fight Jake Paul. That would be one hell of a fight. You know, and that would really, like, let's just imagine, right? If Jake Paul actually managed to beat him, that would really just quiet everyone down, right? Because not only will that be his first time fighting a boxer in the ring, you know, like on a main event, but that would also, you know, leave a huge impact on how people see Jake Paul, you know? But I don't know why Floyd decided to choose Deji though, right? Like that's weird. In the article, it says, it looks like Floyd Mayweather isn't done with his boxing exhibition bouts. The former multi-division champion is headed for a match with YouTuber Deji on November 13th in Dubai. 50-year-old boxing legend Floyd Mayweather has been enjoying his retirement from the sport by doing more boxing. Money has been cashing fat paydays in exhibition bouts, predominantly against non-boxers. It's a trend he's looking to continue on November 13th in Dubai. And this I understand, right? Because Floyd, let's keep it real, right? Floyd has proven himself on being one of the best boxers ever, right? I personally wouldn't say he's the best boxer ever. He's one of them. He's definitely up there. Maybe top 5, possibly top 10. But he's definitely up there. So he really doesn't have to prove any much more on like, oh, bro, I am telling you I can beat these boxers. Like, we know what Floyd is capable of. We've seen it in the ring. He's really good. You know, he's beating Canelo. He's beating Pacquiao. He's beating, I believe, Cesar Chavez. Like, he's really good, right? We've seen it on countless occasions. You know? So the fact that he's boxing non-boxers now to get a bag, personally, I don't hate on it. And I respect it because he's already proven himself. He really has nothing more to prove. He's, you know, if he's not a billionaire, he's a multi-millionaire. Like, he has so much money, and he finds this an easy way to make more money, right? Because he's really good at boxing. You know, he probably doesn't have to train much for it, you know, and, you know, he really doesn't need to get a W as long as, you know, he doesn't get knocked out or loses. He'll be fine, and he'll make the bag that, you know, that is expected. So you really can't hate on Floyd Mayweather. And I know a lot of people will have a different opinion on this, being like, oh, bro, why is Floyd fighting non-boxers? Like, he's better than that. Oh, Muhammad Ali wouldn't do this. Mike Tyson wouldn't do this. And that I understand. And they wouldn't do that. Trust me, they wouldn't do that. Maybe Mike Tyson. Maybe Mike Tyson he's kind of leaning more towards that. But he's had the opportunity to fight, Jake Paul, and he hasn't taken it because he's like, dude, who do you take me for, right? So that yeah, I respect. But Floyd's different. Floyd's more of like a boxing businessman. Like he's a businessman that knows how to box. Like that's kind of how I see him nowadays. Before it was different, right? He was like in his prime, he's boxing. Now he's more of a businessman that happens to be one of the best boxers ever. So this is just another business move, and that's how his mind works. He's an entrepreneur. He finds the outlet where he makes the most money from, and this is a big bag, right? So you gotta respect it, man. You really do. So the article Mirror Fighting reports that Money Mayweather will be squaring off against the YouTuber Deji as part of Mayweather's global Titan fight series. So he has a fight series. Okay. Along with his brother KSI, Deji has steadily blossomed to a major YouTube personality in the United Kingdom. Despite being known mostly as a content creator, Deji actually already has one professional boxing win under his belt. In his pro debut, Deji stopped fellow YouTuber Yusuf Fuzi Ericat in the second round. The victory came after 3 amateur losses, including getting stopped by the current king of celebrity boxing, Jake Paul. Okay, that's overstating it, bro. He's not the king of celebrity boxing. The fuck. While it's clear that the social media star absolutely doesn't belong in a boxing match with Floyd Mayweather, it seems unlikely that anyone would get hurt too bad in this cash grab exhibition. Okay. Maybe for Floyd, maybe Floyd would take it easy on him, but I mean, Deji's in a ring with Floyd Mayweather. I'm sure he doesn't want to go easy on him. You know what I mean? Like, he doesn't want to go easy on him. Floyd's last scrap was also in Dubai against retired actual boxer Don Moore. Since it was an exhibition, there was no official winner, but Mayweather easily had his way with Moore over 8 rounds. Previously, Mayweather was backing in the USA in Florida for a high-profile match against YouTube sensation Logan Paul. The lackluster bout also went the distance with no victor being declared. The 45-year-old started his retirement exhibition tour back at Rizin 14 on New Year's Eve 2018 in Japan. There, the boxing great bagged a wicked quick knockout over kickboxer Tenshin Nasukawa. Mayweather is currently scheduled to make a return to the Saitama Super Arena in Japan at Rizin 38 on September 25th, 2022 for another exhibition against 16-3 MMA fighter Mikuru Asakura. He may not be competing in officially sanctioned bouts for world titles anymore, but even in retirement, it seems Mayweather is bound and determined to keep his career as a prize fighter. And I think he also, this is coming from me now. I'm done with the article. I think also he wants his name to still be out there, right? He still wants to be recognized. I feel like when he's retired, a lot of people forget about him because now he's not in the news anymore. There's no upcoming boxing fights, and I think this is a good way to keep his name, still being talked about, right? Like longevity, people still know who he is, and I think this is a good way doing exhibition fights. And he's obviously, he likes it, right? Like, he's 45 years old. Fuck. All that shit. But he's still boxing, and you love to see it, man. And exhibition fights. I mean, dude. For his age, for what he plans to do, it's not bad, right? But yeah, let me know in the comments on who you think will win that fight. This is easy, right? It's just an easy choice. I don't really have to ask you guys to comment, but just comment Obviously Deji's gonna win. Floyd's washed up. He's too old. He's not good anymore. Someone's gonna clip this and be like, "Bro, this guy really said that Deji's better than Floyd." Fucking do it. I don't give a shit, bro. Take it out of context, whatever you want to do with it. But yeah, man, it'll be funny. Obviously November's coming up. We got. Oh, I said less than a month. Oh, I'm stupid. I forget. I said less than a month in the beginning of this when I was talking about this topic. I mean 2 months. So in about less than 2 months. But let's see. Let's see if this is true. Deji better be fucking training already. Because this is a big opportunity, and he really does not want to mess this up. So let's see how he does. Deji's name is gonna increase incredibly, because being in a ring with Floyd Mayweather, now everyone knows who you are, right? The same thing happened with Logan Paul. Look at Logan Paul now. Oh my god, I didn't think about this. Dude, Logan was big, right? Like, don't get me wrong, he was big already. He was a big YouTuber, he had his podcast, Impulsive. He was a big name already. But then, since that he fought Floyd Mayweather, now he has his huge multi-million drink company, Prime. He's in the WWE now. He's like, dude, he's massive. I was watching the Canelo fight, and they went up to Logan Paul and asked him, like he's a boxer, right? And they go up to him like the boxer he is, and told him, who do you think is gonna win the fight? What do you see in these fighters? Like, bro, Logan Paul is massive now. Now a lot of people know who Logan Paul is. If your parents know who Logan Paul is, dude, that's it, right? Like he's made it, right? If he's reached the status of your parents, if your parents know who the fuck Logan Paul is, it's over, bro. Logan Paul is massive now, right? He's a celebrity status. That's the confirmation, right? If my parents don't know who Deji is, I'm like, all right, Deji's not that big. But after this fight with Floyd Mayweather, and I asked my parents, oh, you know who Deji is? Like, oh yeah, he fought Floyd Mayweather. I'm like, oh shit, he's made it. But yeah, dude, let me know who you think will win. Honestly, it's an exhibition, so really, technically, there's no winner. But let's see who throws the most punches and most punches landed, and let's base it on that, right? On the stats. So yeah, let me know, and let's get right on to the next topic. So for the next topic for today, we have the NBA suspends Phoenix Suns owner Robert Sarver for a year over workplace harassment, use of racial slurs. Yup. You love to see it, right? A white man using racial slurs in an organization that's prominently, the majority of people is black. He would want to use racial slurs around them, yeah. And he's the owner, dude. For crying out loud, bro. You're the owner of this shit. Imagine if Mark Cuban did some shit like this, dude. He instantly been canceled. Everyone, I wouldn't say everyone. Okay, probably not everyone, but most of his, connection that he works with would probably drop him because they don't want to associate with someone that's doing this type of, shit. So, dude, it's just wild. It's wild that this shit still goes on, and it's wild that it's happening in the NBA, a lot of people have came out and said that, this is bullshit, this guy should not work there at all, and I agree with that, because they've been suspending him for a year. Imagine when he comes back, people are like, oh, fuck. Hopefully he doesn't call me the N-word or some shit, I hope he doesn't fucking, say another slur at me. I mean, it's wild, dude. I mean, that's crazy. Coming back after a year. I mean, dude, it'll be so awkward around him. Like, even if he doesn't say shit, even if he turns into the nicest guy, bro. It'll be so awkward because it's like this guy just drops racial slurs like it's nothing, bro. He averages like 10 racial slurs a game, bro. He averages more. I mean, that's crazy, bro. That's insane. And this is not a laughing matter, bro, but it's like, it's so like weird, you know? Only for a year. I think after a year he'll be fine, right? Like, didn't they do that to what's his name, Papa John? You know, he was like, he was on the news. He was like, dude, I could not stop saying the N word. I had to go to rehab to eliminate that word out of my vocabulary. He's a fucking crack addict, but for the N word. He's like, I can't stop saying it. I just don't understand it, bro. How hard is it not to say it, bro? I literally rap. I rap music, bro. It's so easy just to not say that word. I mean, it's crazy, man. I mean, I also have like friends that say it, you know, that aren't black, but it's just like, I feel like it's not my right to tell them not to say it. Obviously, it is pretty awkward because I'm like, knowing in my mind, I'm like, dude, you're not black, but you're like, not only are you telling me, but you're texting me this shit. Like, you're texting me. I'm like, dude. But it's like, it's whatever. Like, it doesn't bother me, obviously. You know, but I pray the best for them because, you know, I don't want them to get caught up in anything and then, you know, fucking lose major opportunities. So, you know. But it's wild, man. It's wild. I want to read the key points from this article. So the NBA has obviously suspended Phoenix Suns owner Robert Sarver for workplace misconduct, including using racial slurs and harassing employees. Wow. Harassing employees as well. I wonder what race they were. I mean, dude, it's crazy. You read this. He used racial slurs and harassed employees and only got suspended for 1 year? I mean, that's crazy. And what does that even mean? I mean, he's the owner of the Phoenix Suns. How do you just get suspended, right? Like, does that mean that he's not going to work towards the Suns anymore? I mean, who's taking care of it if he's literally the owner? I mean, it's just, dude, it's a messy situation, bro. I mean, if you thought the Suns were down bad now, or back then, dude, it's crazy now. Another key point. Robert Sarver was also fined $10 million, which the NBA will donate to causes that work to combat gender and race-based harassment. Fuck, dude, he must be pissed off now. He's like, God damn it. God damn it, my hard-working money. There's shit that I hate. Gender and race-based harassments. God damn it. I wouldn't give a cent to those motherfuckers if it was up to me. But now I'm forced by these black people to donate $10 million of my own hard-working money to these fucking harassment charities. Fuck me. I tried to do a southern accent, bro. That was so bad. But dude, 10 million? Fuck's sakes, that's so much. He probably makes way more, bro. That's probably just a little cut from his fucking 100 fucking mil that he gets a year. But I mean, but fuck 10 mil. That's insane. He was fined 10 mil. So that's good, right? I thought it was just a suspension for a year. But not only is it a suspension for a year, it's also fined $10 million. That's, yeah, okay. Okay, now we're getting somewhere, right? Now it's good. Like, if I took this to the pawn shop, if I took this situation to the pawn shop, and they offered me that. I'm like, okay, we're getting somewhere. 10 million plus a year suspension. Okay. Let me call an expert in, and let's see if we can negotiate more. And they fucking throw on like, I don't know, you have to get married to a black girl. I'm like, okay, done deal. I'll shake his hand right there. All right, another key point. The investigation reviewed more than 80,000 documents relating to Sarver's conduct. Oh my god, dude. What the fuck? 80,000 documents? What the fuck, dude? There's no way. That is insane. Dude, I haven't even sent 80,000 fucking documents. So you're telling me that this motherfucker, dude, but wait, what does this mean? Does this mean that all those documents are like, that they all include racial slurs? Like, is that what you're telling me, dude? Is that really the way, is that how he talks, bro? Does he really just talk like that? 80,000 documents relating to Sarver's conduct? How the fuck do you type up 80,000 documents? Dude, that is insane. And he only got suspended for a year? And $10 million fine with 80,000 documents relating to this shit. Oh my god, bro. There is so much documents. That is so wild, bro. What the fuck? Damn, dude. This guy should be fired. What the hell? Yeah, so that's pretty much it. Yeah, revealed multiple violations of workplace conduct. Yeah, I mean, yeah. Another investigation found that Sarver repeated the N-word on at least 5 occasions. He also made sex-related comments and inappropriate appearance-related comments to and about female employees. He also mistreated employees by yelling and cursing at them. What the fuck is wrong with this guy, bro? Not only does he use racial slurs, but he's also a misogynist. Fucking makes fun of females by their appearance. Not only that, he fucking yells and curses at and mistreats all employees. Dude, what the fuck? He initially called the allegations false, inaccurate, and misleading, denying claims of the misconduct. But in November, he said, "I would entirely welcome an impartial NBA investigation, which may prove our outlet for clearing my name and the reputation and organization of which I am so very proud." And through that, they fucking found all this shit. I mean, dude, what a L move, bro. He's like, "Oh, bro, I'm so confident that it didn't do anything that you can literally search through all my shit." And it did just that. They thought he was bluffing when he said that. They were like, they won't do that, right? Like, that they wouldn't. They don't have the time to do that shit. They're like, "All right, bet." And he was like, "Huh?" He's like, "Oh, fuck." And they found 80,000 documents related to this conduct. That's crazy. I want to be able to get into all the topics, so I mean that's pretty much it for that. Wild topic, bro. Fuck, dude, that is insane. All right, on to the next topic. So for the next topic for today, we have Bad Baby, invited, wow, to speak at Oxford University. There's a quote from her saying, "I'm following in Einstein's footsteps." Yeah, dude. I mean that's funny as shit. So yeah, I mean she got invited to speak to students at Oxford Union, arguably the most prestigious debating society on planet Earth. Yeah, I mean, dude, just to give a name on who's been invited. Malcolm X gave a speech at Oxford Union. So, I mean, that's a huge name. So, So in this generation, Bad Baby is up there with Malcolm X. They're basically at the same level at this point. Um, so yeah, dude. I mean, that is just wild, right? So yeah, Bad Baby invited. Now, I honestly thought that she like sent them an email, or like her team sent them an email or some shit, but no, she was invited. Okay. So like I said earlier, right? Like obviously it's pretty funny, it's pretty cringe, right? But I mean, it wouldn't hurt to learn how she makes a lot of her money, right? And like how much content she has to produce. In order, to get that bag and shit. So, and I know a lot of girls are interested. I mean, girls and guys, let's not discriminate. I'm sure a lot of girls and guys, would like to know how to use OnlyFans and, do all the shit that she does as far as like entrepreneurship and stuff. Her outlets where she receives her money. Obviously music is one of them. So I mean, I just don't know how she'll do in her speech. I don't know if they'll fully, comprehend, what she's saying. But I mean, she really doesn't come off as a dumb person. Obviously she's made a big name for himself. Obviously she's, she got big from Dr. Phil. But I mean, honestly, a lot of people have gotten big off Dr. Phil, but the longevity is not there. Bad Baby is the only one that stands out from that. So, and I feel like she's reached that point where, like, she's not the Dr. Phil girl, right? Like, she's made a name for herself, right? So you can't be like, oh, that's the Catch Me Outside girl. I mean, obviously, that's her, like, her blow up, right? Like, that's how she became big. But, I mean, she's made a, big name for herself, So, I mean, you gotta respect it. And, this is not my this is not my shot trying to get with her, right? This is just my honest take on this whole thing, right? This is not like, all right, I said all this, now Bad Baby hit me up. But if you're trying to, I wouldn't mind, right? But yeah, dude, I mean, low-key, my Instagram is in my description, so check me out. So I'm just gonna name a list of people that what's it called, spoke at Oxford University or Oxford Union. We have President Reagan, President Nixon, President Carter, President Clinton, Queen Elizabeth II, Dalai Lama, Mother Teresa, Malcolm X, Albert Einstein, Sir Elton John, Shakira, Billy Joel, and now up there with all of those greats is Bad Baby. Well, not officially, right? Like, not officially. She's technically hasn't spoke there yet, but if she does, she's up there with Einstein. Like, they're at the same level. And I think, honestly, from that list, I think Bad Baby's the best, right? Okay, and now this is me dick riding. Now this is dick riding. Now call me out for dick rider, tweet at me those fucking dick riding, what's it called, memes and shit. Nah, the dick riding is crazy. Nah, the dick eating is wild, bruh. But yeah, dude, I mean, this, if she does happen to talk, bro, I mean, I'm easily talking about this on my next podcast. Easily. I mean, that's not even a question. So, yeah, shout out to her, and let's get right next to the topic. Right into the next topic. So, for the next topic for today, we have the NBA draft age eligibility lowered from 19 to 18. I think this is a W move. I feel like there's a lot of kids out there that they don't need to go to college in order, to prove themselves that they're, eligible to make it to the NBA, right? there's a lot of high school students that are just, I mean, dude, they're just insane, right? Like Zion Williamson was one of them. LeBron, obviously, Kobe, they've made big names for themselves and from high school straight to the NBA, dude. And we've seen how they turned out for a lot of the, basketball players. It's always like turned out very good. So it's just like, and the reason why I think this is a W move is because, like, imagine that they go to college and they somehow get injured that year, and that, like, takes away time from them making it to the NBA. I mean, that would suck, right? Like, wouldn't it just be easier from high school to the NBA? And just skip college? I mean, why? I mean, you're going to college for a better opportunity to go to the NBA, right? But if you can skip that, why would you want to go through college? You're like, oh, let me just prove some more. And they're like, dude, you've already proven that you're good. But yeah, let me prove some more. Let me go through college, and then from there you can pick me up and send me to the NBA. I mean, dude, no one's ever said that. I mean, that's the stupidest shit ever, right? And this has happened before, but then they changed the rule from 18 to 19, and now for some reason they're like, yeah, let's try out 19 to 18 again. I mean, it's like, dude, make up your fucking mind, right? But yeah, I mean, I hope they do that, because and a lot of people were mad about that because they were saying like, oh, this is gonna take this is gonna take away a lot of opportunities from college students and shit. My response to that is get good, scrub. Just get better, right? Those high school students are making it to the NBA because they've proven themselves. To those college students, the freshies in college, fucking step it up, step your game up. Oh, it's what, is it supposed to be their fault that they're better than you and they're in high school? I mean, dude, fucking step it up. What the fuck are you doing? You know what I mean? Why is it their problem, not yours? It shouldn't be motivation and like, oh, I gotta step it up. I mean, bro, you really gonna argue about it and cry about it? Like, oh, bro, these high school students are taking away my opportunity. Yeah, maybe that wouldn't happen if you fucking and slack off with your friends and fucking trained and practiced more. It's just like, why is it their fault? I mean, bro, that's crazy. 5 takeaways from the proposed lowering of the NBA draft age. 1, talent drain for college basketball. The one and done era has produced stars and seasons that will go down as some of the best and brightest in history of sport. Yeah, I mean, I agree with that, but who the fuck, who really watches, college? I mean, okay. I can't say that. A lot of people watch college basketball, but who remembers it? Because on this shit, it says the best college history in sport, the Zion Williamson year, the Anthony Davis NCAA tournament run, the John Wall, the Marcus Cousins team up year at Kentucky. This is all cool, right? But who the fuck remembers this? I don't. I don't remember any of this shit. I mean, wouldn't I just much rather create a big name for myself in the NBA than, like, in college basketball? I mean, bro, it just seems funny, bro. It seems really funny. Second, players not in college pose more of a risk. What? No, it doesn't. 3, imminent double draft delight. I don't know what the fuck that means. Sounds like smoothie. 4, college basketball teams would get older. Huh? College basketball teams would get older? The average age of players in college hoops, by extension, will likely once again get older like it was in the early 2000s. I mean, fucking get good then. What the hell? 5, non-NBA pro pass wouldn't be as attractive for recruits. The college hoop naysayers will continue to be college hoop naysayers. The projections about the end of the sport will be greatly exaggerated. Okay, so I mean, I don't agree with any of these takeaways, but I mean, I see it as a W move, right? Like, you want to go high school, straight from high school to NBA, that's fine, bro. Just be prepared, right? Let's get in the next topic. So for the next topic for today, we have California passes bill to protect workers who smoke marijuana off the clock. Again, this is a W move. We should not, you know, what's it called? We should not get people in trouble for smoking weed, bro. I mean, this is 2022. We shouldn't discriminate for what they do. Personally, I don't participate in any of these. I don't participate in smoking at all in general. And I don't plan to, but I mean, but it's not right to like tell someone what not to do, what to do and what not to do, right? If they want to smoke marijuana off the clock, that's fine. It's their decision. They want to do that. If it brings them some type of relief, some type of peace from fucking working, right? We're working hard and they take a smoke break. I mean, bro, let them do what they want. Says here, California could be soon the 7th. Okay. State lawmakers on Tuesday passed a bill that would stop companies from punishing workers who fail a certain type of drug test that detects not whether a person is high, but whether the person has used marijuana at all in recent days. These tests, which rely on urine or hair samples, look for a substance that makes it break down THC, the main psychoactive compound in marijuana, but the substance called metabolites can remain in a person's body for weeks. All I'm saying is that as long as it doesn't affect their work, right? Like if they're still able to function during work and able to, do what they're supposed to do at work, that's fine, right? But if you see it affect their work, they're like, oh, I'm too high to do this, then yeah, say something, right? Like maybe do something there because you also want to run a business, right? So yeah, maybe do something there. But apart from that, if they're able to function perfectly, I really don't see a reason why to punish them, right? And let me know if you agree with me, right? Because obviously this is a controversial topic, and there's going to be a lot of different opinions on the spectrum. So just let me know what you think about that, and let me get right into the next topic. Next topic for today, we have TikTok star Khaby Lame receives up to $750 per post. I mean, that's just incredible for a TikToker to make that much off of a fucking single TikTok. It's just insane. And I also apart from this, I want to apologize if I'm seeming like I'm talking about topics a little too fast. I'm on a time limit. I'm running out of time, so I gotta speed this up a little bit. But yeah, Khaby Lame has revealed he makes as much as $750,000 per TikTok post. In a Fortune interview with Lame, published on Wednesday, September 14th, the social media personality disclosed he's on track to make about $10 million by the end of 2022. In a single year, he's projected to make $10 million. I mean, dude, come on, man. Let's give this guy a round of applause, bro. He's literally proven that you can make a huge fortune of money on TikTok alone. I mean, bro, that is just wild, man. Because I'm sure he made TikToks with the intention of, I just want to put myself out there. I just want to show people how funny I am. And look how it's paid off. I mean, dude, his parents must be fucking proud of him. Not only his parents, his family, and all his fans, man. I mean, that's just crazy. And dude, and this is the guy that makes TikToks on where he doesn't talk. He literally doesn't talk. Like, he makes so much money off, like, literally not talking, just doing, whatever he does, whatever skits that he does. I mean, dude, that's crazy. That's just wild, man. This guy is getting his bag. It says right here, he's getting his TikTok bag. The platform's most followed star also has amazed a stream of income through brand deals. Are you guys actually listening to what I'm saying right now? Not only is he making $750 per TikTok, but he is also making a stream of income through brand deals. The 22-year-old racks in $400,000 per collaboration clip. And this is an added $400,000. And his most publicized collab with Hugo Boss earned the star $450,000 after posting about it online. I mean, dude, you love to see it, right? You love to see someone that loves what they do and make a big bag from it. I mean, dude, you love to see this, right? I mean, that's the most takeaway from this is just how much he's made. But I mean, this should be a sign towards who's ever listening right now that stick to what you love to do. If you have to get a part-time job, that's fine, right? You got to make money on the side. That's fine, but for the most part, stick to what you love to do, and you'll eventually reach a point where you'll start making money from it, and then that's where you'll make your stream of income, and that's where you'll rely on where to make money. And you'll love it, and you'll make money from it. I mean, dude, what more can you ask for? That's literally the best. It's just it's not healthy, short term or long term, to do something that you don't love while you're making money from it. I mean, that's the worst thing you can do, because unhappiness will lead to so much depression, and that's not something that you wanna partake in, because that could lead to many, many, many tragedies, and it's not well to do that. So, I mean, you really love to see when someone like this, makes that much. I mean, it's just crazy, dude. This really motivated me, bro. That's insane. Let's get on to the next topic. So for the next topic for today, we have Canelo beating Triple G. A lot of people are saying that, oh, dude, Canelo beating Triple G. What the hell, bro? The Triple G he's 40 years old. He's retired. They were saying all this bullshit before, and then when you watch the fight, bro, it was crazy because Triple G was fucking putting it up. He was really giving it all he got. He was really making it tough. I mean, he landed so many good punches, bro, to the point where like people were like, I was at like a bar, watching the fight, and they were like yelling, because Khabib, or not Khabib, what the fuck am I saying? Triple G. There was a point where like I think it was round 9, he just started like landing so many punches, and people were yelling. They're like, "Oh fuck, Canelo's about to lose!" Like. And no one was thinking that before, right? They were like, oh, easy one for Canelo. But he made it tough, It literally went to decision because the motherfucker couldn't knock him out, And there was a lot of stills from this fight on where, dude, Canelo got clean shots on his chin. And this motherfucker Triple G does not fucking, he does not break, bro. He does not break. The motherfucker can take a fucking punch, bro. Let me tell you that. This guy can take a fucking punch. And, bro, Canelo really, he really needed this win. He was obviously, the person, expected to win. But he really needed a win, bro, after that loss against Bivol. And with that being said, he's beat Triple G. Now it's time to fight Dimitri Bivol. It's time. If Canelo somehow dodges him and gets another fighter, and then things will get a little suspicious, right? But his next fight has to be Dimitri Bivol. I mean, there's no excuse. There's literally no excuse. That's what his next fight has to be. It has to be. He can't dodge him. He can't choose any other fighter. Because if he does, it'll just prove that he's dodging him, right? And this will not be a good look for Canelo at all. Not at all. So You know, and this is the first time he's really experienced some shit like this. Because when he lost to Floyd Mayweather, he just lost. There was no part two. He lost. Floyd was like, "No, fuck that. I beat his ass. We're not doing no round. We're not doing no fucking fight two. It's over." You know, and he took the loss. So, and that was his first loss. Second loss against Dimitri Bivol. You know, he lost, and he hasn't fought him yet. So they're both young. Canelo's not that. He's young, right? But in the boxing world, he's not that young, right? So he has to fight Dimitri Bivol. That's all I'm saying. He has to fight him. You know. I have to get into the headlines, so let me get into the next topic. So for the next topic for today, we have okay. So I want to get into this one quickly, because it's a big topic. Post Malone, obviously hurting himself on stage. He suffered. People were thinking that he broke his ribs. He actually just suffered bruised ribs after falling through a hole on stage in St. Louis. And, he bruised his ribs. Obviously, you've seen the video. He's, like, yelling in agony. It looks like the worst pain ever. Would not wish that upon anyone. But the craziest part, debatably, out of all of this is that this motherfucker performs again. The next night in the same place where he fell, and he performed an extra hour at the show. I mean, dude, the kindness, just the nicest artist that you'll ever meet, bro, Post Malone. And I've heard that a lot. I've heard that people are saying, "Oh, Post Malone is such a great guy." I obviously I watched H3H3, and they used to be like super close with Post Malone, and Post Malone would like appear at his podcast at times, and they had a close relationship. And he's always presented himself as a nice guy. And dude, he really is just a nice guy. He bruised his fucking ribs. I mean, who in the world would bruise their ribs in pain, not get mad at the crew for not closing it? He didn't want anyone to get fired. He blamed himself. He apologized for some reason. He apologized to his fans and then literally performed again at the same place that night, the next night. And I believe for free, right? As long as you had the ticket. I mean, dude, that is just crazy, man. And it makes you think a lot, like, fuck, man. If that was me, I would not do that, right? I'd be pissed off. I'm like, who left it open, bro? You're getting fired. You motherfucker, getting fired. It's so wild. It's so wild that he did some shit like that. And I just wanted to say that. So yeah, let's get on to the next topic. For the next topic, we have GTA 6 gameplay leaks online. There has been a lot. And when I'm saying a lot of leaks for GTA 6, I mean a lot. And I mean about or over 90 fucking videos of a massive leak that shows early footage of GTA 6. I mean, 90 videos, bro. Whoever has done this, bro, you're a W hacker, but you're gonna get major consequences, bro. 90 videos! I mean, dude, this is the biggest game that has been hyped up, and you just fucking leak it? I mean, dude, that's so wild, bro. I mean, actually think about that. That's so crazy. He leaked the biggest game ever, bro. That's insane. Oh my god, dude. And Rockstar's literally had to make an announcement being like, we're sorry for what's being shown. We're sorry about all the leaks. We had no control over it. Dude, but that is insane. 3 gigabytes file full of 90 videos of GTA 6 footage. And obviously, it's like early stages of GTA 6, so really don't like expect it to look like this. Cause a lot of people were saying like, oh, why does this look like GTA 5? A lot of people were saying shit like that, but it's early stage, right? And also from the map, from the videos from the map, it's confirmed to be in Miami, and it's confirmed to also be Vice City. So that is pretty wild, and that's actually I'm really happy about that because I love that. That's a dope map. Miami Vice City. I mean, that's fucking wild. So I'm really excited about that. This guy is being described as a teapot tuber hacker. Claims to be behind unrelated Uber hacker late last week, and says they may leak more data soon, including GTA 5 and GTA 6 source code, assets, and testing builds. Dude, I mean, I don't know where they're getting these statements from, but I mean, I wouldn't leak who you are, you know, because you're gonna get in big trouble for doing this shit. But yeah, I mean, that's wild, dude. Obviously the videos and pictures are online, so you want to check that out, you can check it out. But I really need to hurry up with the topic, so let me get to the next topic. So for the next topic for today, we have Drake calls out critic Anthony Fantano for posting fake DMs. I don't know if he really called him out for that, because honestly, I wouldn't know how Drake would like just randomly seen his video on it, right? Because when Anthony Fantano did that, it really didn't get. I mean, obviously, you know, he's a big YouTuber, so it did get views, but it wasn't like major, right? Like, he didn't like get millions of views. So the fact that Drake somehow came across that, and to the point where like he had a DM Anthony Fantano and say your existence is light one, and as far as other shit, it's so crazy, you know, because Drake, I mean, dude, he's like debatably the biggest music artist right now, or ever, right? You know, he has more slaps than the Beatles, you know, and it's been proven, you know. But just for him to get at Anthony Fantano like that, I mean, that's crazy. And obviously Anthony Fantano took this opportunity and fucking, you know, milked it for all it's worth. You know, he's like, dude, I really got under his skin. Oh, bro, I'm living rent free in his head. But yeah, man. But that's just, it's so wild that Drake responded to him. I mean, he DM'd him, and the thing is, no one knew that he DM'd him. Anthony Fantano didn't say that he got DM'd by Drake. He didn't say any of that, or publicly, right? But Anthony Fantano left Drake on red, and Drake was like, nah, that's fuck. You're not gonna leave me on red just like that. Motherfucker posted is his text to Anthony Fantano on his Instagram story, bro. Like nothing. I mean, dude, that's so wild. Drake really got butthurt, bro. He got so butthurt that he's like, dude, I have to leak the text. That's so crazy, dude. Why didn't Drake get so butthurt, bro? Drake has good music, bro. Why does he feel like he has to do some shit like that? Could you just imagine how many people saw that and was like, what the fuck is this? I mean, dude, just imagine who follows Drake. You got celebrities on top of celebrities that follow Drake. And they all see this fucking... They all see Drake post this fucking guy. And just Drake DMing him, your existence is a light one. Because you gotta understand, the majority of his audience doesn't understand what that means. Because Anthony Fantano has a way of reviewing stuff. He reviews an album or a song track, and then at the end he gives his rating, and he says, oh, I give it a light 8, or I give it a solid 8, or a high 8. Like he says shit like that, right? And so Drake just uses reference. He says, oh, I give your existence a light 1, and that 1 is because you're still alive. He also says, like, I'm surprised you backed up a black girl or some shit. I'm like, what the fuck? What is this guy doing, bro? like, does Drake think that Anthony Fantano's like rating system is based on Drake's race? It's like, I'm surprised, because Drake said, I'm surprised you bagged up a black girl. Like, what is that supposed to mean? Because you're black, I take a point off? What the fuck? Like, dude, this album was probably the best album I've ever heard, but since you're black, I'll take a point off, so it's a 9. Like, what the fuck? Dude, Drake's a funny guy, dude. Let me get into the last topic for today. Last topic is a quickie. You know, like how I am in bed. Joking. Joe Biden says that the COVID-19 pandemic is over. And a lot of people were getting mad about this, being like, you know, like I said in the beginning of the podcast, they were saying like, oh, bro, my family member just got COVID. How is the pandemic ended? I would safely say, personally, that for the majority, it is over, because obviously it's not as crazy as it was, and people are still going on with their day-to-day lives. Thank God. Dude, I mean, just, you guys remember when it was like, not even at peak, right? But when it was like 2 years of just like us wearing masks, being like, dude, this will never end, you know? And now it's like, you could wear a mask, you know, if you want to, but majority of people don't wear a mask. And I'll admit, including me, I don't wear a mask anymore, right? But I used to all the time. I used to wear it all the time. Even when people were taking it off, I would still wear it. But then it reached the point of like, I don't really need it, right? Like, I think I'm good, you know? And I've got COVID, and I'll say, I don't know if I said this on the podcast before, but I've gotten COVID. And, you know, I got my treatment for it. So, and I healed up. I also got Oxycron, or whatever that's called. So I got both of them. But look, I'm better now. And, you know, I feel fine. And, you know, and that's not saying, like, Joe Biden doesn't mean that, oh, COVID doesn't exist anymore. Obviously, it's still out there, you know, but it's not as bad, you know, and that's safe to say, right? And I think that's a good way to end off the podcast, that, like, you know, we come on, give me a round of applause, come on, like, we made it this far, you know, and, you know, if you're listening now, you obviously have survived, you know, you made it through the pandemic, so, you know, fucking, I give my round of applause to you. You fucking did it. Good shit. But yeah, I mean, thank you for listening to the podcast. All my social media links are down in the description if you're watching this on YouTube. My Instagram is Whereas Unwanted Mind. My TikTok is Unwanted Mind. We're currently at 20.2 thousand followers. You know, I post 2 new TikToks daily. So check me out on there. My YouTube is Unwanted Mind. You'll find the podcast, gaming videos on there, YouTube shorts, all kinds of goodies. So yeah, you just give me a follow on there. And thank you for listening to the podcast. And I'll see you in the next one. Have a great week, guys. Peace.